Might be looking at a new car soon and have never bought from a dealership before. Edit. For clarification, by new, I mean this century. All of my cars have been from before the year 2000, so this will be the first new car I've ever gotten. I am still buying a used car, and the ones I have chosen are at a dealership. Story 1. Most people fail to realize the interest rate is negotiable. The bank may offer the dealer a 7% buy rate, and the dealer can mark that up to 9%. Always ask to see the buy rate, and, when you do, tell them that is the maximum rate you are willing to pay. Do not buy service contracts or extended warranties. Guaranteed asset protection can usually be purchased through your own insurance company. The biggest mistake people make is not walking away when they should have. Story 2. Buying useless add-ons, services, and warranties. Also, not forcing them to remove any dealer decals or badges. The finance representative will charge you extra fees if you do not hold your ground and are not prepared to walk away. Read everything carefully and get all promises in writing. Story 3. Someone gave me advice to email salespeople at multiple dealerships that have the same car you are looking for. Go for a test drive, meet them in person, and show them that you are a serious buyer. Then have them bid against one another through you over email. It worked for me last time I bought a new car. I saved a lot of money off the sticker price and got a great deal. It is also much better to make a deal over email. Their in-person tactics to pressure you into closing will not work, and you remove impulsivity from the equation. Story 4. Do not be scared into purchasing extended warranty, rust-proofing, or interior protection such as Scotchguard. Tell them directly that you have a better financing offer from a credit union. Ask if they can match it. Story 5. Don't be afraid to interrupt and ask questions. Don't let the salesperson just start talking without interrupting. They will say a lot of things you might not understand and will do it rapid fire so that you cannot process things and push back. Never give them a price until they give you theirs. They will pester you for how much you want your monthly payment to be or how much cash you are putting down unless you are financing through the dealer. They do not need to know this upfront. They do this to fudge the loan terms so that they can get you a monthly payment that looks good until you do the math later on. Speaking of math, do the math before signing anything. See what you will be paying over the length of the loan. Read every single form you sign. They will try to rush you through paperwork and summarize what each form says, but they will leave out important things like, if we determine we cannot get the loan terms we offered, we can legally demand the car be returned within so many days, or we are going to convert this rebate or points you would get for this purchase into a service plan that benefits us. Story 6. Not realizing that dealerships have margins on everything they add and provide already, and nearly all of the add-ons they automatically include in the deal are not only optional but often unnecessary. Do not ever fall for nitrogen in the tires. Story 7. Not going toward the end of the month. Some of those people are eager to hit their numbers and make sales. Go just before the end of the month. Story 8. Thinking the dealership is trying to do anything other than maximize their own profit. Not getting your own financing lined up ahead of time before ever visiting the dealership. At the very least, make them bid against the best rate your local credit union will give you. Especially when buying a new car, not making multiple dealerships bid against each other. Make them do it via email with the total out-the-door price after all fees and taxes. Story 9. The longer you stay, the worse deal they will give you. Ask them to include a few oil changes and free car washes. If they say no, leave. Story 10. Not a man, but some advice at least for a used car. Go to CarMax where salespeople will not bother you unless you specifically have an appointment or ask someone. Walk the car lot. Most of the cars are unlocked and you can get in them, open the trunk, look in the back seat, and so on. If you want a test drive, you can ask to do it even if you do not like the price, just to figure out if you like the car or not. This is actually a fun weekend activity. After your test drive, just tell them no, it is not for you and go home. They will not bother you unless you indicate you want the car. Once you are home, do a thorough head-to-head comparison to find the best deal possible. Story 11. When signing paperwork, remember the person is not your friend and will try to upsell you on extended warranties and other add-ons. Do not accept whatever they offer. If you need an extended warranty, research options on your own. Anything they sell can often be found cheaper if you buy independently. Know your credit score. Every bank uses its own credit score formula, but results can be within a range. For example, if your Vantage score on Credit Karma is 650, you might be rated 700 by one bank and 620 by another. Know the average loan annual percentage rate, APR. Generally, any loan beyond 60 months is discouraged for new vehicles. The higher your upfront cash payment, the more they can increase your monthly payments. Do not focus solely on monthly payments. This tactic can cost you more in the long run. Example, your monthly payments will be $300, but if you opt for the next trim level with more features, it's only $100 more per month. Or if you stretch the loan to 84 months, the payment stays the same. Story 12. The biggest mistake is going there in the first place. If you do go, do your research and know what you want to pay. Tell them it is not worth their time giving you many sales pitches on all the add-ons they will try to sell you. They are all nonsense, especially the nitrogen-filled tires. Story 13. Try to figure out what car has been sitting on the lot. Sometimes it is a less popular model or color or does not have the popular features. Obviously, if it is a poor quality car, do not buy it. But often just a color change can make a difference in price because people want a white or black car, not a blue one. Dealers buy cars from the manufacturer on interest-free or reduced interest loans. However, the period is usually only 2 to 4 months. So if a car sits, it starts costing them money. That is leverage for you if you show interest in that car. Story 14. Be a woman. I know that sounds horrible and sexist, but it is true that women are discriminated against in the automobile industry. Simply bringing a man with you will likely lower the cost you pay in the end. Men are given preferential treatment, so if you are a woman, bring a male friend with you and you will have an entirely different experience. Story 15. Getting the undercarriage coating, the extended coverage floor mat warranty, void if you put your feet on them, and the free advertisement for their dealership plastered on the back of the car. Story 16. Auto finance professional here. I sell the bank to the dealer, not the financing to the customer. The most common thing I hear car salespeople brag about is when a customer comes in without their own financing and tells the dealer, 1. What their maximum payment is, 2. What they have for a down payment, 3. That they don't know specifically what car they want, 4. They don't know their credit score. The salesperson knows exactly which cars have the highest profit margins. They will start you there and resist you moving to anything with a smaller margin. When they know your payment and down payment, along with your self-proclaimed credit naivety, they can use a foursquare method to get an inexperienced buyer into whatever car they want to sell versus the one you want to buy. You should start by knowing your FICO credit score. Then go in with a car in mind so you know the price. Comparison shop the same car at other dealers within a 100-mile radius to make sure their asking price is reasonable. Print the comparisons and bring them with you. Walk in already financed on that car with your own bank or credit union. Even better. Then you'll know your budget and the down payment needed to reach your payment. Your bank will need the VIN and mileage. They might ask about additions like alloys, leather, etc. Ask your bank to pull a J.D. Power clean trade value on your car. They should be able to provide one for free. At the dealer, start with the price before telling them anything else. Get your car and the sales price on a buyer's order. Then discuss trade-in if you have one. You can even show the J.D. Power sheet from your bank to demonstrate that you did your homework. If you're trading a 20-year-old car, they will likely offer very little because they have to be able to resell it. For trades from the 1990s, a private sale is probably the best option. Tell them they can shop your credit but must beat the rate you were already approved for with no additional term. Only then, provide down payment information. If they beat your bank rate and you were able to negotiate on the car, your payment should be better than your bank offer. Good luck. Story 17. Not doing enough research. Find the year, make, model, and trim package you want. Put the miles and the price into a spreadsheet. Get 15 to 20 vehicles on your spreadsheet. Run a linear regression. Use the line of best fit. Use the equation it provides to calculate what each vehicle should sell for. Use this to identify good and bad deals. Story 18. Believing a spoken promise that is not in writing is always a mistake. If someone says they will do something, do not believe it until it is documented in writing. Ideally, avoid using a dealership. Story 19. Do not negotiate your monthly payment. Dealers can use many tactics to manipulate you. Negotiate the final out-the-door price and then determine any payments you need to make. Story 20. I am still buying a used car, and the ones I have chosen are at a dealership. Consider not buying a car for the next few years. Story 21. The best time to buy a car is when you already have a car. Shop around. Create a spreadsheet of cars, mileages, color, and price. Do not limit yourself to one dealer. Do not fall in love with one particular car. Be prepared to say, "No, that is too much," and walk away. Test drive the car for a longer time, such as an hour. Do not agree to anything like a 15-minute only drive. Story 22. Calculate what your payments should be based on the amount, number of months, and annual percentage rate. If he quotes you a higher payment, tell him it is wrong. Do not sign until the payment is correct. He may be adding additional fees or services. Do not tell him your target payment. Just say no, too high, until he adjusts it correctly. Story 23. There are 4 potential transactions. The dealer is selling you the car. The dealer is selling you the financing. The dealer is selling you add-ons, such as warranties and protectants. If you have a trade-in, you are selling the dealer a car. The more these 4 things get blended together, the better it is for the dealer. My advice is to secure financing before you go in, such as through a credit union. Do not trade your car in. Sell it yourself. Do not buy any add-ons. Focus on the car by itself. Story 24. Physically going to the dealership to negotiate instead of negotiating over the phone. Watch this person on TikTok named Delivered. He teaches the tricks of the trade to get a good deal and help you avoid getting ripped off. Story 25. If you purchase the extended warranty through a third-party company, make sure the dealer actually sends the payment to that company for your contract. I experienced significant problems, including needing an engine replacement, because I did not confirm this was done before it was too late. Story 26. I'm a woman. I've had good luck following my dad's suggestion. I took my son to buy his first vehicle, and after walking around the used lot, I asked what fresh new trade-ins they had in the back lot that they had recently taken in. We found a truck we liked, and while he went to get the keys, I looked in the glove box to see what prior owner service records were there. I saw that it had been serviced regularly and noted the names of the previous owners to determine if it was privately owned or a work truck. This was useful information for deciding whether the vehicle would be a safe buy. Then I told them not to do any pre-servicing because I would handle that, so none of those charges were passed along to me. When it was all said and done, his monthly payment was only $165, a payment a young man could afford on his first car. I'm not afraid to say, "Sorry, you're going to have to do better than that," and then leave. Trust me, they will be calling, wanting to work with me. Story 27. They are not giving you anything for a trade-in. They are discounting the new car just like they would for any buyer. Negotiate the price of the vehicle. Period. Start looking online to see what pricing is being offered. Do the research. Use a credit union for financing. It is much cheaper and a better option for establishing good credit. If you are looking for a new used vehicle, watch the local ads, Facebook Marketplace, Auto Trader, and Kelley Blue Book. Good deals on private sales are out there. People need a bigger vehicle, a smaller vehicle, buy brand new every few years, and there are estate sales. Take the car to your local mechanic and pay them to inspect it. It is worth every penny. Even if the car turns out to be a poor choice, you will have done due diligence and will not get stuck with it. Try again. I never buy brand new anymore. The depreciation as you drive off the lot is unbelievable. Story 28. Rate shopping. Go to your bank and get a pre-approval on a car loan. When it comes to financing the car, the dealership has to at least match or beat those terms. Story 29. Get a pre-approved loan from your bank or another lender before you go, and do not tell the dealer that you have it until the very end. when everything is done except the financing. Do not buy any of the post-sale extras like extended insurance or undercoating. Always act like you really do not care if you get the car or not. Set a low price expectation and be willing to walk away. Get an online quote before you go to buy any car, and get quotes from many places on the same or similar cars so you can show the price range. Online quotes tend to be better. Story 30. No paint protection, window tinting, or rust protection is effective. You can get window tinting done yourself at half the price somewhere else. The same applies to rust protection, and it will probably be done properly. Story 31. Most add-ons like the clear film protector or underbody spray are half the cost if you take the car to get them done elsewhere. The extended warranty is a waste of money until the bumper-to-bumper warranty is over. Before you step onto the lot, know the car you want and the cost of a fair value in your area. By knowing the fair cost, you can gauge how honest a dealership is. Spend a few hours researching. It will save you a lot of money. Professional tip. When you go to the lot, walk with purpose to the service department. Ask the service staff who they recommend. Great salespeople ensure the service department is happy, and service keeps them and customers happy. Then go to the front and request the salesperson they recommend. I usually ask for 2 different names in case someone is off that day. Review online reviews of the dealership. You will see how people really think, find out who the good sales representatives are, and discover any tricks they might play. Story 32. Do not be picky or forget to give the salesman a hard time. It becomes cheaper if you tell them what you do not like. Story 33. If you are financing, go to a credit union or your bank first. Chances are you will get a better rate. When they start asking about financing, trade-ins, down payment, or monthly payment, tell them you are not interested in discussing any of that until you have test-driven the car and received an out-the-door price. Anything other than what is on the factory sticker, such as dealer add-ons, you do not want. Tell them to remove it. Do not be afraid to walk away. Utilize programs like the Costco Auto Program. Research your state's document fees and make sure they are not charging you more than that. The Department of Motor Vehicles website will tell you how much you are paying in registration fees and taxes. Print it out and make sure the numbers match or come close. Story 34. As someone who works in car sales, I love reading all the things you make up. It is such an easy process to buy a car, but everyone makes it difficult for no reason. Story 35. It is going to lose half of its value forever the second you sign the first piece of paper. Ask yourself what you really want. 1 brand new car or 2 used cars from last year. I look at it from what I call the Toyota Camry perspective. How many used Toyota Camrys less than 5 years old could I buy for 1 Toyota Camry from this year? Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.